I'm Craig Haley with the FCS Post-Draft Special. Well, it was a little bit of a down year across the FCS as only 15 players were selected in the 7-round draft. That's down from 21 a year ago. The Big Sky in the Southern Conference led the way with 3 selections each. And the SoCon Hall started with the first player overall from the FCS, Brian Quick, the wide receiver who went with the first pick of the 2nd round. The Rams took him right away on the 2nd day of the draft. They like what he can do in the red zone. He's a physical specimen. He should do well with the Rams. The Baltimore Ravens took the most players from the FCS, 3 in all. It was Gino Gradkowski, the offensive lineman from Delaware, Christian Thompson, the safety out of South Carolina State, and Asa Jackson, the cornerback from Cal Poly. Well, as expected, cornerbacks and safeties were at the head of the class this year. There were 9 of the 15 FCS selections. They were defensive backs. It all started with Tremaine Johnson, now a teammate with Brian Quick on the St. Louis Rams. He was the 2nd overall FCS pick. He went in the 3rd round. This group included Jeremy Lane, cornerback from Northwestern State. He was a fast-rising prospect. He was only a 1-year starter down at Northwestern State, but he really rose in the draft build-up. Ryan Steed, he was perhaps the surprise of the defensive backs. He did not go. Highly decorated cornerback out of Furman, but after the draft he quickly was signed by the New York Jets. I think NFL teams really know what they were looking for out of this year's FCS class. In early December, the NFL teams submit the players they want invited to the NFL Combine. This year, only 4 of the 15 selections were not invited to the Combine, and it's been different in recent years. 2 years ago, in fact, 11 players that didn't go to the Combine were still drafted. It's averaged 8 players in each of the 5 over the last 5 years. This year, only 4. It was Gino Gradkowski, Jeremy Lane, Matt Johnson, the safety out of Eastern Washington, Georgia State defensive end Christo Belukadi. Try saying that 5 times, Belukadi. He went to the Raiders. I think as we look ahead to 2013, 2 names stand out to me. Brad Sorensen, quarterback out of Southern Utah, Aaron Millette, the wide receiver out of Elon. I mean, those names are the ones that teams are going to know first. It's going to be more of a widespread class as opposed to this year when so many defensive backs were taken. I mean, Brad Sorensen, he's a BYU transfer. He'll be a Walter Payton Award candidate. He's 6'4", great size, that rifle arm, makes good decisions. I mean, teams are looking for quarterbacks, obviously, in the NFL, so he will be rising up the draft boards. Aaron Millette, the receiver at Elon, he replaced Terrell Hudgens down there. He's just agile, makes the tough catches. He's 6'3", that's great size as well. Those 2 really stand out for next year. I'm Craig Haley with the FCS Post-Draft Special.